Okay, class. Now we are going to learn about descriptive text. So, what is descriptive text? Descriptive text is a text which says what a person or a thing is like. In our discussion today, you are able to identify the social functions and generic structures of descriptive text based on the teacher's written questions correctly. Second, you are able to analyze the context meaning of descriptive text in oral and written related to tourist attractions and famous historic buildings. Third, you are able to interpret the context meaning of descriptive text in oral and written related to tourist attraction and famous history building. And the last is you are able to classify the adjective to describe objects in simple descriptive text related to tourist attraction and famous historic building. In our learning material, we are going to learn about social function, generic structures, and language features of descriptive text. So the first is social function. What is social function of descriptive text? Yeah, social function means the purpose of descriptive text. So to tell students in order to describe a particular object. In generic structures of descriptive text, there are three generic structures of descriptive text. It can be two or three. The first is identification, second description, and the last is closing paragraph. Usually, closing paragraph can be include two description, so that indicates the end of the text. Yeah. So the first is identification. Identification. We can find identification in the opening statement to introduce the subject. This is the example of identification. Usually, identification is on the first paragraph. For example, like Bali is an island and province of Indonesia, blah blah blah. Okay, you may read first. Okay, next is description. Description is supporting paragraph that describe the subject. Description, we can find the description on the second and the third paragraph. Yeah, this is the example of description and also the closing paragraph. Okay, next. The language features of descriptive text. The first is describing a specific participant. Second, adjectives. Third, simple present tense. And the last is action verb. What are they? Describing a specific participant. It has a certain object, is not common and unique, just only one. For example, like Kuta Beach, my school, Borobudur Temple, and Auntie Mary, and so on. Okay? And the second is using adjective. Using adjective to clarify the noun. For example, a beautiful beach, a beautiful woman, the famous place in Bali Island, and so on. Okay? Using adjective means, for For example, the first, a beautiful beach. Beautiful, explain to beach. Got it? Yeah. So, okay, next, there is using simple present. Usually, we use simple present in the descriptive text, right? So the sentence pattern used is simple present because it tells the fact of the object described. Okay, and the last is action verb. Action verb, verbs that show an activity. For example, cook, study, run, sleep, walk, eat, and etc. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the attention. Now we can continue our learning by work. Okay, by working. Okay. Good luck.